Hi, good morning, Internet. I'm Christiane Cordero, and this is the 734 from WCCO. We know most of you are about to head out the door, maybe head to work, so let's get you started with today's weather. Your 7:30 forecast, warming up to 48 degrees by this afternoon. Mostly cloudy throughout the days, but hey, high 40s, mid 40s. Can't complain about that, that's for sure. It wasn't Mike Augustinak who said that this morning. It was Riley O'Connor who said it this morning. Mike Augustinak has been training our new meteorologist in. And Riley O'Connor, if you haven't caught our morning show yet today, then definitely something to keep an eye out for throughout the week, because we want to welcome him for sure. So now let's talk about this. Actor Tom Hanks just found out this week that he's related to Fred Rogers, as in Mr. Rogers. What a coincidence, right before his movie release, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, in which Tom Hanks plays Rogers himself. Ancestry.com discovered the two are sixth cousins. Hanks says that he didn't know that they were related when he took the role. More and more people are, of course, taking these ancestry or DNA tests, revealing connections to famous celebrities or historical figures. So has this happened to you? Not specifically Fred Rogers necessarily, but we want to know, have you found out that you're related to somebody famous? Have you found out you're related to a friend? Did you get unexpected results? What do you think? Those watching on Facebook, leave a comment right here, and we will get through a few of those in just a moment. Moving on now to the news. Hundreds of families north of the metro area are waking up without heat. CenterPoint Energy crews spent the night working to restore natural gas service to homes in Paynesville. A construction crew hit a gas line yesterday. We're just told that the gas line has been repaired and crews are now in the process of turning the gas back on for customers. Could take a while though, since they have to go home to turn the gas back on, so could be a process there. To Washington now, where the most anticipated witness in the impeachment inquiry testifies today. Ambassador Gordon Sondland is first to appear before the House Intelligence Committee this morning. He faces questions about his evolving accounts of the Trump administration's dealings with Ukraine. Two other witnesses will also speak today. It's debate night. 10 candidates are set to face off tonight in the 5th Democratic debate. This time in Atlanta, an all-female panel will moderate. South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg is leading in the latest CNN Des Moines Register Iowa poll. That is the same poll Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar saw her support double in. It's now at 6%. That puts her firmly in the top 5 with Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren. The Iowa caucus is just 75 days away. Who knew? Good news for our neighbors this morning at Target. The Minneapolis-based retailer just reported another quarter of strong sales and profits. Target credits online sales, order pickup, and same-day delivery service for driving the increase. Its digital sales were up 31%. And overall, Target stock is up 69% so far this year, just in time for the holiday season. The numbers reported were so good, the company's raising its profit outlook for the rest of the year, heading into this all-important holiday season. There's a new push to extend commuter rail service connecting the Twin Cities to areas north of the metro. Right now, the Northstar lane runs between Target Field and Big Lake. The original plan included service all the way up to Rice, just north of St. Cloud, but there wasn't enough funding. Well, 10 years later, St. Cloud's Chamber of Commerce and State Representative Dan Wolgamott are pushing to make that extension happen. And MnDOT has funding set aside to find out what that would take.
It is a lot of people that get on the bus, go to Big Lake, and then hop on that train and reverse that back coming back.
It is so exciting that we have some funding to bring for the first step of bringing the Northstar commuter rail to St. Cloud. This is a project that's been getting blocked for years and years and years.
Two big challenges remain, and that's how you pay for it and how to integrate the rail lines. The MnDOT study should be completed in time for the next legislative session. More to come from that. Officers have a warning for parents after they found an elementary school student with a vaping device, and this is what it looks like. That's probably just as shocking as the fact that this was in an elementary school. It's disguised as a smartwatch. Lakes area police officers found it with a child in Chisago County within the last month. Departments across Minnesota have been sharing the images to parents as to what exactly to look out for. Apparently, it's like every other object is what you should be looking out for. Minneapolis will no longer accept batteries in recycling. It's because of the danger of fire started by lithium batteries and items like e-cigarettes and cell phones. Regular alkaline batteries like AA or AAA can still be thrown into the garbage carts. We have information on drop-off locations at WCCO.com. After losing Saturday for the first time this season, the Gopher football team dropped from 8th to 10th in this week's college football playoff poll. LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia in the top 4. The Gophers play Northwestern Saturday, 11 a.m., then number 12 ranked Wisconsin to wrap up the regular season. We know that will be a massive game there. Bei Bei has arrived safely in China. This was a 4-year-old giant panda yesterday inside the crate that was put on the FedEx Panda Express. He was flown from Washington, D.C. to China, where he will be in quarantine for about 30 days. In a couple of years, he'll enter China's government-run breeding program. Alicia Keys and BB Rexa are announcing the Grammy nominations right now on CBS This Morning. We just saw Lizzo get nomination for Best New Artist along with Billie Eilish and Lil Nas X. Taylor Swift and Lizzo are also up for Song of the Year. Album nominations are Bon Iver, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, and others. Pretty exciting stuff there with Gayle King and talking through those Grammy nominations. Can't believe that time of year is already wrapping up. Okay, so you've probably heard the TV series Friends is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year, and soon you could own a piece of the iconic set. Warner Brothers and Prop Store are joining together for a charity auction. You can get a studio-authorized reproductions of Ross's holiday armadillo costume, the annual actual canoe and paddles in Joey and Chandler's apartment, or a reproduction of the turkey. Don't want the real one, right? The fez hat and sunglasses prop Monica wears. There are several other props up for auction as well. That starts on December 3rd. Should be a fun time. Okay, let's get back to today's talker. Let's bring in WCCO's digital guy, Cole. Cole, did you take a DNA test? And if so, what did it turn out to be?
I haven't done that yet because I'm just paranoid of, big government.
Sometimes less is more.
Information.
Sure. What about our viewers?
Yeah, we have Tracy saying, I found out I'm related to Kurt Cobain.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
Grunge rock, great. We have Cindy saying, I don't think I'm related to anyone famous unless you call being related by marriage as being related. My dad's sister married great nephew of Sinclair Lewis, who is the great American novelist from Sauk Center, Minnesota.
Cool Sinclair Lewis flex there.
Yep, and that's about it for comments. How about you?
I haven't done it either. I've heard that it's less, so both of my parents and then also my step-parents are all immigrants. Not that step-parents would come up on a DNA test, but I've heard that it's a little bit less accurate if your family is not necessarily from here, so I haven't really bothered with it, to be honest. But
it's a little tempting.
Yeah, it is a little tempting. It's interesting nonetheless. All right, that's it for now. This is the 7:34 from WCCO, and most of the Twin Cities are on the go, so why not make us your place for mobile news? We'll be back here tomorrow at 7:34, and until then, be nice to each other out on the internet.